Now that we've removed the plants and left the roots, we're going to amend the soil. Growing vegetables requires a lot of nutrients, and all of those nutrients come from the soil. So each season, if you can, it's good to augment or amend your soil before you plant. There's lots of different things that you can use. I save my kitchen scraps. There's household things like coffee that you can use. These are grounds that I used for my morning coffee, and I allow them to dry, and you can sprinkle around plants or just add them to the soil, scratch it in lightly. Here's another option, which is industrial fertilizers, and they're perfectly balanced to add back into the soil what you need. But my favorites to use are organic matters. We like chicken manure. I know several families at La Mesa Verde have chickens. If you can, add the manure to the compost, and what that does is it allows the pathogens and the things that can make you sick in the manure dry out and die out. So if you can add it to compost, that's perfect. If you're not composting, it's best to have a place to put the manure for about 6 months, and then it's considered safe to work into the soil. This is especially important for plants that have roots that we eat, like carrots and radish, or if the manure is going to get onto leaves that we eat, like spinach or kale or chard. So the chicken manure I have has already been composted, and that means that it's been heated up to a certain temperature that kills all the pathogens that can make you sick, but leave all of the nutrients and bacteria that help the plants grow. What I like to do is save my kitchen scraps, and I can't compost because I have a problem with rats. But these are still perfect. So, using my hari-hari, I dig a nice deep hole, and I work in my scraps. I cover them up, and I just let them sit there. And what they do is they break down, they encourage worms to come and find it, and they in turn eat it, create worm castings, which add nutrients to the soil. It also aerates the soil as they dig through. And it's a great way to just every once in a while save a couple days of scraps and just find a corner to dig it in. You don't have to spread it all out. And I like to go deep just in case there are seeds. I don't want those to propagate and start growing. I do it on the sides because in case they do grow, I know that those are compost seeds and not something that I planted. So they're easy to pull out. The coffee is really easy. If you have a plant, you can scrape around the plant and just scratch it in. Or since I have some, I don't mind just putting it in the bed the way it is here. And I'll just add it to the chicken manure compost. This adds a ton of nitrogen. It's something you would throw away, so why not dry it and use it? And the coffee filters, I added to my scraps, and I put that in because those compost too. This is 1.5 cubic yards of manure. I'm sorry, cubic feet? 1.5 cubic feet. This is enough for a 4x8 bed, going about 1/2 inch thick. So with my hari-hari, I cut it right down the center. That makes it a much lighter bag. Wow, I wish you could smell this. I'll take the larger here, and I just spread it out. Actually, I'm gonna stop here because I think that's nice. It's a good amount. It brings about a 1/2 inch, and you want to spread it around even everywhere. To the corners, there, here. And again, the idea is to not disturb the soil. So using your hands if you want, but wear gloves because it is manure, or a cultivator, and you just dig it in, maybe 3 inches. And you can see it goes in to the new soil very easily. Also, you want to scratch it in because this is very rich and it's very nitrogen concentrated. New roots would get burnt by it. So that's why you can't plant directly into chicken manure. I'm not going very deep, but you can already tell that there's a mix of the pre-existing soil and the chicken manure. Before you plant, something that's really important for bed preparation is to even out the soil. Especially with a drip line, water's always going to concentrate at the lowest spot. The more even it is, the better the water will distribute. And plus, flattening it out gives you a chance to find any larger chunks and squish those with your hands. Dirt the whole way down. It's all like nice, loose and crumbly. And that's the thing, like if you take care of your beds regularly, then you don't have to do as much hard work. You know, I just tilled about 4 inches down, 3 inches down, and I'm digging down in mine, and